Welcome back to another episode of Job Centre to Glory. If you're watching this around the time of release, then it's not really going to matter, but if you're catching up in a few months' time, then I'm not sure the tree's going to make much sense.
Chrysler.
Anyway, today we've got two really tough fixtures against teams at the right end of the table. But before we get into the action, if you're not already, which I know some of you aren't, then get yourself subscribed to the channel so you can stay up to date with all of the Job Centre to Glory episodes, and we've got some really exciting videos coming. That's enough waffling, let's get into it. It looks like the good times have continued, so if we take a look at the league table, we find ourselves in second place. So we're now above Riga, who have dropped down to third. We have a 3-point gap there. We're 1 point behind league leaders RFS. We did lose to them this season, so probably a reason why we're still behind them. As you can see from the form though, us and RFS are flying at the moment. Also, looking at the goal difference, we're comfortably the best in the league there. 28 goal difference. Second is Riga on 18. If we take a look at how the fixtures have gone since you were last with me, in that last episode we had the 2-2 draw away at Riga and we beat Tukums 3-0 away. We then had those two double headers against the same opposition. Rather strange decisions there for the fixture list, but we played Alberts away and at home, same for Supernova. We beat Alberts twice in a row. 4-1 win there. Olivieri with 2. Juedi and Paolo Eduardo actually getting on the score sheet there. Really comfortable first game. It then got even better in the second one. We beat them 5-1 at home. Sorokin's actually getting on the score sheet. Babic from the penalty spot. Feyre, Jackson and Juedi. So the goals being shared around there. Then we had to play Supernova twice. So we went away and it was another 4-1 win. It was goals from Jackson, Feyre, Daskovic and Kone. Goals coming from all over the pitch at the moment. It's not just Olivieri and Feyre. It was a little bit tighter at home. We did still manage to get the win. However, it was 2-1 this time. All the goals come in the first half, really early from us, 4th and 12th minute, Olivieri and Juedi. We also had something that I'm not sure I've actually seen, at least not in recent time on Football Manager. So not only did we win Goal of the Month for April, we actually had all three contenders. 2 of them coming in the same game, so Sorokin's was probably the surprise of the lot, and he actually won Goal of the Month with this. It was Feyre's goal against Tukums that came second. And finally, again in that Alberts game, it was Jackson's goal that rounded off the list. Now we've got a trip to 5th place Liepaja. It's going to be a tough game. Let's jump into that and see how we get on. Unfortunately, our injury list continues to grow. We still have Aquega and Kone out. Smith also isn't fully fit. He's nearly there. But the concerning one for me is Olivieri. A hernia is going to keep him out for between 7 to 8 weeks. So luckily we still have Feyre and Juedi, but that is going to be a big miss. But we've still got some good options to pick. So the team for today is going to be Özil in goal, of course. Hervoj, Osh, Eduardo and Sorokins as the back 4. Nguena and Podstorsky are the anchor of that midfield in those 2 DM positions. Then the front 4 are, as you can imagine, Gerald, Jackson, Juedi and Feyre. I'm quite happy with that team. I still think it's a very strong starting 11. Looking at this as well, lots of our players are in brilliant form at the moment. So hopefully we can carry that on and get 3 more points. Right, we are underway here at Liepaja then. So this is 5th against 2nd. Hopefully we can kick on and continue to push towards the top of the table. We're starting quite brightly. Juedi nearly puts us one up inside a minute. It's a good ball across from Osh. I'm not sure why we've got our big centre-half taking these set pieces. I'm not sure that's something that I chose to happen. Maybe we'll have to look into that. Looks like we've started quite well. We're dominating possession. I mean, chances are fairly even at the moment. If anything, they're in Liepaja's favour at the moment. But we are controlling the football at the moment. Hopefully we can make this count, grab ourselves a goal. It's just a fairly even game at the moment. Since that early free kick, there's not really been much to report. It's fairly quiet half at the moment. We're going to offer a bit of encouragement now that we can shout at our players again. Have a look at some of the other scores, as there's not much happening here. Alberts are actually beating Tukums. Grobina 1-0 up as well. Riga drawing with Supernova. Goals everywhere, apart from us. We're the only game yet to have a goal in the league. Looks like we've woken up now, though. Some chances are starting to come. Still dominating the possession. We're starting to have some shots. Hopefully we can kick on soon. And there's something we can actually have a look at. But it's been a really, really uneventful first half at the moment. Not much going on. It's just been possession for possession's sake, maybe. This could be... No, it's going to be us. I thought they were going to be coming at us here, but it looks like we're going to counter-attack. Gerald giving it in to Jouedi. I thought Ferrer was in there, but it didn't manage to slip the ball through. Bit of space out here for Hervoj. There we go. He gets round him. Linking up on the right-hand side. That's what we do. Again, I thought Ferrer was in. He might be now. Ferrer turns to Jouedi. It's 1-0. There we go. Finally... making something happen from all that possession and the chances and the flags up. Okay, after all of that excitement, it's still 0-0. Linesman decided to wait a little bit before raising it that time. We go into half-time 0-0. Probably celebrated a little bit more than I should have. But, I mean, looking at these stats, we are very much in control of this game. I mean, dominating possession. We've had more chances, a lot more XG as well. Then all of these really look in our favour at the moment. Looking at the live table, it looks like RFS are winning, so we could really do with kicking on in this second half. Don't think we needed to change anything really, because we are playing well at the moment. It's just we need to make it count. I thought we had at the end of that first half, but the linesman decided to spoil my fun and put the flag up there and disallow it. Albert's now 3-0 up against Tukums there, so... that's potentially a little bit of a surprise, but hopefully we can win this header. Here we go. Jackson with a good little turn there, actually. Managed to get round the defender on the bounce as well. Patadorski into Ferrer. Oh, Jouedi's. Oh, Ferrer's managed to get himself through, though. Oh, it's a tame effort, actually. Keeper not only saves it, but catches it as well. He usually does better than that. He did well to get himself the chance, but really sort of, lackluster effort in the end. I'm not sure if they're going to now make us pay. They're coming at us. There was a bit of a room there for the striker. That's a good ball out wide here. He's going to have a go. Ooh. I don't really know what happened. I'm glad it's not ended up in. I don't know if the keeper saved that. It definitely hit the woodwork. I don't know if the keeper got fingertips to it. That was a little bit concerning. I thought we were about to go 1-0 down. We need to kick on, really. So, we've started the second half well as well. It's just... not making anything happen of note yet. Two good chances. One of them was a disallowed goal. Ferrer really should have done better with that chance earlier. I'm not sure if this is going to be Liepaja now coming at us. We have been the better team on the day, but at 0-0, anything can happen. It's a good ball whipped in there. Managed to get under it. There's a bit of space for the winger here, though. Oh, that's a good ball across. Oh, it's 1-0. We're 1-0 down. When I saw someone go down, I thought there might have been a penalty being given. It's worse. It's 1-0 Liepaja. No one was really alert to the rebound. I didn't really see what happened. Oh, it's just come off the keeper, and then Osh just... yeah, it's a bit lazy after that. He dangles a leg at it and doesn't put his body on the line like he should have to try and block that. And we're 1-0 down. Right, I haven't actually taken Osh off after that. I really wasn't happy with what I saw. It was rather lazy, so Babish has come on for him. Oh, it looks like it could potentially get worse here. It's another chance for Liepaja. Oh, taking it short. Something clever, perhaps? It's just rather wayward effort in the end. This is not looking good at the moment. We've dominated the stats, but it doesn't really matter. There's only one stat that does, and we are behind on the scoreboard. It's still 1-0 Liepaja. 20 minutes to go. We've not actually got too many options on the bench to make a difference. Far too many injuries at the moment means that all of our creative players are on the pitch currently. A few tactical tweaks for the last 15 minutes then. We've made a couple of changes. Daskovic and Novikovs have come on, and we're just trying to throw a bit more at this game, considering, we have been on top statistically, but still find ourselves behind. There's not really much more I can offer going forward. I've brought all of our attacking threat on the bench we have on. Hopefully we can grab something here, at least scrape a point out of this. I would have thought it was looking like it should have been 3, but we've just not really fashioned a big chance. Jackson just A little bit wasteful there. I think there were some better options to pass rather than taking the shot. Really going to be frustrated if we come away with this with nothing. We've been the better team. It's just, yeah, not made it count on the day. Doesn't look like we're going to get another chance either. It looks like Liepaja are going to run out 1-0 winners. So as I said, I mean, statistically, we look like we dominated the game, but it means nothing if you're not going to score. So it's a 1-0 loss. Luckily, we have had a little bit of a let-off. So RFS did draw with BFC and Riga lost to Supernova. So in the table, it's not too much damage. We are 2 points behind the leaders and still 3 points above third. It's just a frustrating one. That one really stung. It halted our brilliant run of form we were on. It's hopefully only going to be a little bit of a blip. I mean, performance wasn't too bad. I mean, it looks like we probably missed Olivieri looking at the chances we created in the end. It's not going to get much easier now. So fortunately, it is at home, but we are now playing 4th place Grobina. We've got the good news that Matty Smith's now returned from injury. So that's one back off of the long list of injuries we have. Let's jump into the Grobina game and hope for a little bit of a better result. Just the one change then to the starting 11. The team is going to be Ozils in goal. The back 4 is Hervoj, Osh, Babic has come in for Eduardo, Sorokins, who isn't fully fit, much like most of our squad at the moment, and Guena and Podstorsky in DM again, and then Gerald, Jackson, Juedi and Feyre as that front 4. Matty Smith is back available, although not fully fit as well, and Kone also is making his way back onto the bench. Both of them, I mean, a lot of our players at the moment really not fit. I'm not sure what we're doing in training, but something needs to change. Hopefully then that last game was just a blip and we can get back to winning ways straight away. Let's hope for 3 more points and a better performance. We are underway here in the capital. So, Grobina have started the season very, very well. They find themselves in 4th for a reason. We also have. We are 2nd. Even after the poor performance in the last game, we were let off by results elsewhere. Looks like we've started brightly here. I mean, stats-wise, we can only take with a pinch of salt. We saw that in the last game. But we are dominating the ball again. We've dominated the chances. But it looks like Grobina are going to look to play out here. Hopefully, it's going to be something that... No, their keeper's changed his mind. We've won the header. Hopefully, we can get at them now, nice and early. That would be a good sign to put some nerves at ease. Juedi's in. It's 1-0. There we go. We needed that. That's much better. Inside 8 minutes, we take the lead. It's 1-0 harder. A good win at the back there with the header. Podstorsky just knocks this across to Nguena, and it's a good ball there. Juedi starts making his run, and he just takes his time, picks his spot, puts that in the bottom corner. 1-0 harder. That definitely settles some nerves, even if it's just mine. It's a very good start. Inside 8 minutes, 1-0 up. Hopefully we can kick on from here. Let's win the header again. Babic wins that. The man coming in for Eduardo. That's a good ball. I think they were both offside, to be honest. But anyway, it's come back to us. Jackson, get a good ball across. Get it in. Oh, he just shaped Sorokins with the ball across. Back to Gerald. Oh, it's not sure how it hasn't gone in. Gerald had a lot of room at the back stick there. Just blocked, I think, in the end. We're still coming at him, though. The attack isn't quite over yet. Into Gerald. This right-hand side usually causes problems, but Jackson has a pop. It's a good save from the keeper. He gets down low. We look like we're on top here. It's looking a lot better than it did last game. About 70% of the ball. We've had all of the shots. There yet to be a shot from Grobina. I'm sure when they do, we know where that's going to end up. But hopefully we can kick on. If we can grab a second goal, I'll feel a lot more comfortable. Hopefully it comes before half-time because, yeah, I don't want this getting into the later stages with a 1-goal lead. I just don't trust us after that last performance. I think we need to kick on when we're dominating. Gerald's getting at the full-back here. Get it across. Good ball in. Oh, good bit of skill there. Just drags it around the corner. Into Hervoj, into Juedi. It's another good save from the keeper. Hopefully we're not going to be made to pay for these wasted chances. But Juedi's very much getting himself involved. Already got himself a goal today. Probably should have had a second there. These stats are, I mean, the last performance against Liepaja was one thing. These are something else. We are absolutely dominating this game here. Still no shot registered from Grobina. We've had 11, 12 now, 10 of them on target. We've had pretty much all of the ball. XG, of course, is completely in our favour as they haven't had a shot. The shots just keep coming. We really look like we want to make things right from the last performance. Definitely dominating at home. Finally, a shot's been registered from Grobina. I mean, hopefully they're their first one on target doesn't cause us any problems. Liepaja winning again at Tukums there. I think I saw RFS were winning as well, so we're not going to be making any ground at the moment. Hopefully we can win this ball back. Well done, Farah. Defending from the front. Now Gerald puts Schwady in. He's just put this one over. It's a lot of chances. I know he scored, but I think I'm missing Olivieri here. Let's get a good ball in. The corner comes in. Osh was under that. He just couldn't get his head on it. Gerald get a good ball back in. Oh, it's won by the fullback. And I think that's going to be the end of the highlight. Or it could be a counter-attack. I'm hoping for the earlier option. No, we can keep the highlight running now. Please, getting it going. Schwady getting the right side of the defender again. It's back to Gerald. Is he going to have a shot? He is. And it's gone in. 2-0. That's a great finish. Schwady did well there to turn and give that ball back to Gerald. I thought he was going to get a ball across, but instead, he has to go himself, and it's paid off, if anything. So a good ball back here. Little touch, had some space. He just knocks it around the defender like he's not even there. Great finish. Keeper, nothing he could do about that. 2-0 Arda. And that's a brilliant time to score. Just before half-time, we make it 2. Really, really showing our dominance in this game. The stats are ridiculous. I mean, it's been a long time since I've seen something quite that one-sided, and especially against a team who are up the right end of the table. Really, really good first half. Not really sure we can ask for much more in this second half. It was very, very positive at half-time, as it's been a brilliant performance. We did make one change, just brought on Bowler for Sorokins, as he wasn't fully fit, and in a game where we are on top, I mean, I know 2-0 can turn around on FM, but I don't want to run him into the ground. We don't need another injury, that's for sure. So just going to rest him for the remainder of this game. We are coming at him, though. DM's linking up here into Schwady. I thought he was going to get a little bit of space to shoot there. Feyre's not had a chance yet, but there's another goal. Gerald, Feyre, speaking of him, turns assister there rather than scorer. He just knocks this one into Gerald, and it was a good finish in the end. I'm not sure if the keeper's done very well with it. We'll have a look now. He just strikes it first time. He just kind of passes that one, and that's not good from the keeper. Limp wrists, but we'll take it. It's 3-0. I definitely think we can heap the praise on our boys here. They've been fantastic today, and they look like they don't want to stop. It's relentless pressure from Arda. We continue to keep pressing. I mean, those stats are just crazy. I can't get over it. I mean, I've seen some pretty one-sided games, but this is definitely, I'm going to say, one of the best performances since we've taken over at Arda, I'd say. We've had some good results, but this is just sheer dominance. And if we can grab ourselves another one here, the scoreline's going to show it as well, because we're just not stopping. It's just relentless at the moment. Gerald, that's not very good. He's just giving that back cheaply, but oh, I thought Nguyen was going to win that one, but instead we've just let them walk through. I don't like the look of this. I was going to say, if that was the way we were going to lose our clean sheet, I really wouldn't have been happy with Nguyen or the centre-back that just decided to, not really chase. Chase would have been the wrong word. Just more watch him walk through. But still, massively positive. Let's not focus on the one negative we've had so far. And it didn't come to a goal, so we don't have to complain too much. Not massively happy with it. But the performance as a whole, we've been fantastic. Riga are now 3-0 down. Oh, they're playing RFS. Okay, so that's a big game for the top of the table. Means we're not making any ground on RFS, but we are then jumping even further ahead of third place. I don't think so. Grobina were fourth, so they're not going to be taking over anyone. Oh, I thought I was going to speak a little bit too soon there, but it was a good save from the keeper. It stays 3-0. But yeah, Grobina aren't going to be making any ground on Riga themselves. So it's really good for us. It's going to sort of further cement that second place position. Unfortunately, it doesn't move us any closer to the top of the table. Looks like we're probably going to have a win against RFS to do that, which we have struggled with so far as manager of Arda. But, I mean, playing like this, I fancy our chances against anyone. We are just going to, just tiptoe towards the finish here. I don't see the need to make any changes. That's going to be all she wrote. Potentially, could have been more. I'm not going to complain at that. A win's a win for me. 3-0, very, very comfortable, clean sheet. The stats were hugely in our favour. I would say I think that's our best performance so far since taking over at Arda. Well, I think overall, it was probably two good performances. Unfortunately, it was up and down with the results. It was a 1-0 loss, of course, in the away game, and then really, really dominant performance just there as we just said then, with those results, it doesn't push us any closer to first. We are 2 points behind RFS, but that does give us a little bit of breathing room there. So we're now 6 points ahead of third, which I'm really, really happy with because that is significant improvement on last season. We just need to keep pushing on now, and really we could do with a win against RFS at some point. Which, speaking of, let's have a look at where we will return for next week's episode. So we will probably play a few games, I reckon. I'm still trying to work out what this big gap's going to be. So we have a game on the 1st of June, and then it doesn't look like there's another game until the 19th of July, which I find strange. We are going to have our European qualifiers at some point, so I don't know if that's going to make its way in there. Anyway, what I think we're going to do is we're going to get some games under our belt. I think we will look to return for these 2 games. So we will be playing Liepaja at home. Hopefully we can have a little bit of revenge for that 1-0 loss we just suffered. And then it will be a big, big game away at RFS. Hopefully we'll have got a win against them between now and then, as we'll be playing them at home. But yeah, we'll get through these games. Then we'll be back for these 2 really big and tricky fixtures. That's going to be it for this week's episode. As always, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate everyone that's keeping up with the series. If you're not already, then get yourself subscribed to the channel in time for next week's episode. We'll be back next Sunday at 7 PM. I'll catch you on the next one.